Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor, and in today's video we are going to cover only technical analysis about Bitcoin. Are we in a bull trap? Please don't FOMO yet and check everything that I will show you in this chart in order to know if we really are going to continue bullish or if this could be just a fake out from a pattern and going down. We are going to check everything in the chart on a daily and a weekly time frames. I will show you, like always, all the important indicators and the most important information on what we are in all this bullishness that is happening. I also am going to mention all the patterns that we are playing out right now. We are going to see exactly what the bull trap is, and I'm going to explain what I think is happening right now. This video is hyper important for all of you. So even if you are not holding Bitcoin but altcoins, this could mark the rest of the year. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and without anything else, let's go into it. Hey guys, well, Bitcoin has been rallying on the couple of last days. Actually, from the weekend, it was the most important uptrend. And I don't want to FOMO in yet. I want to mention that I did a trade breaking the current pattern that I want to show you. You can see this white line here and this other white line here. We have been creating higher lows here from all this year, January here, February, and already in March. And here we can see a very important resistance point at this line. This line is not only resistant here, but was also support here in previous price action, was resistance here, and most important was support around this area. And this white line that we are having here on these higher lows, actually it remonts to 2015. So you can see all the price action that this has been having. This is from February 2015. This is resistance all the way up. Resistance here in a bear market, support and resistance again during previous bull markets and bear markets. That line has 7 years of history, so it's very important to keep an eye on that. And with these two lines, what we have here is a pattern called ascending triangle. An ascending triangle, you can see like here, you have a flat upper trend line that is acting as resistance, and you have rising lower trend line with lower highs each time. This is a consolidation phase. Usually, if you are going from an uptrend, this is a trend continuation. Most of the time, this will be breaking to the upside, but it's not necessary. But 70% of the time, it will be. And that is exactly what happened here. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4 points of resistance, important resistance here. I am only counting the body of the candles now these weeks, and the 4 or 5 touches here creating the ascending triangle. An ascending triangle, you can trade it like this. You need to measure from A to B, and that will be your target profit here. So the stop loss, it will be below that inside the triangle, and your entry will be when you break the triangle in the ascending triangle. So according to the theoretical part, if we measure this and we put it here above the flat line of resistance, this target, it should be $56,000. If we go to that above this Fibonacci extension level, then we are super bullish to a new cycle. But I don't think that is necessarily the case right now. But like I mentioned, I traded this, waited a little more for this breakout in order to not get closed by a wick. So I entered in my position at 45,431. So that was my initial target. I already closed this long position, and I will explain why I already closed it. But I did a very nice trade after 3 months of nothing or just consolidation. So here we have a plain chart of Bitcoin against USDT. Let's see some indicators. This is what's happening right now on the daily time frame. We are super bullish in most of all the indicators, I will say, but there's one important reason why I'm still bearish. And in order for me to turn bullish, we need to really move that moving average. So I will explain that, but you can see that the 21, 50, 100, we are bullish now. We are above that. If you see my previous TA on Bitcoin, this is from 9th of March. You can see we were bearish on all the indicators, all the moving average, in the daily for sure, also in the weekly, and we were starting to put bearishness in the monthly time frame. That is already been changed. From the last days actually was very important, this rally. But don't forget, we are still in a death cross that we have in January, and we didn't recover into a golden cross yet. And even if some weekly time frame is starting to look bullish, we still need to gain some more territory on the daily time frame. So let's check that. This is the daily time frame. I will put the 3 important moving average for the daily time frame, and you can see how this was completely awkward. You can see the 200 moving average on the daily time frame, which is the moving average that divides what is a bull market or a bear market. We are holding resistance exactly at that point. And it's not only that moving average. If I put the PVR, you can see that we also have the most trading volume around that level too. So $47,000, actually this is at 48. You can see how active that resistance. From 47 to 48, we have the most important resistance level right now. So I will be starting to be bullish if we reconquer the 200 moving average on a daily time frame. We didn't do that. We are about the 21, the 50 and the 100, but not the 200. And in the history of Bitcoin, when we are below the 200, we are in a bear market, or at least in a bearish territory. And you can see that in the past, below the yellow line, we are in a bear market. Above the yellow line, we are bullish on a bear or a bull market. Like you can see here, after the Corona dump, we break it up, and that was history. We enter a new parabolic cycle. So yeah, in order to be bullish, for me in the daily candle, we need to go above the 200 moving average. Right now it's at $48,000. In terms of the indicators in the daily time frame, we are super bullish. Bullish on the MACD, bullish on the RSI. You can see we are entering into the overbought territory, but not yet. We didn't pass 70 points here. So still we are super bullish. We are overextended in the stochastic RSI. Actually, we are at 90, 100. Actually, we are completely overextended. This is bullish, but this probably will mean that we are going to turn the momentum down. So we are needing to cool off a little bit. From my perspective, we could retest $44,000, which in this pattern, it will make sense because 44,500 is the top of this ascending triangle. So I am expecting to go down at least test that level in order to cool off a little bit. And from there, if the bullishness continue, we can go and try again to break the 200 daily. And the money flow index actually is super overbought, so it's extended again. So summarizing the daily time frame, we just touched it as resistance, the 200 daily moving average. We are not bullish until we hit support above it. So that will be the important thing for me. At the same point of the 200 daily moving average, the BPVR marks strong resistance. So I am expecting a retest at 44K. The stochastic RSI is bullish. This is bullish because still we are at overbought territory, but I think it's completely overextended at 100 points. So we need to go a little bit down or sideways to have some consolidation on this. The RSI is entering into overbought territory. The money flow index the same. And the TD sequential already marked a bullish 9 and is completely overextended. Let's check that. So you can see how we went from 1 to 9 directly, all green numbers, and we are completely overextended because we didn't put any other red number yet. So we are expecting to have some more red candles here in order to reset the TD sequential, because usually not many times you get a 9 here and this extended period. So yeah, I think we already hit the top at this pump, which is the 200 moving average at almost 48. And right now you already can see how we are creating this wick that is probably going to close on this daily candle. And this is actually a reverse pattern. So yeah, for me, you can expect go back to 44 and even try to retest these moving averages. That is the perspective of the daily candle. Don't take me wrong, this is bullish. We already had some momentum here. but I think we don't have more momentum at this precise moment. We are going to go down a little bit or sideways at least. And because we hit this important level of the 200 moving average and the BPBR was market resistant, it's why I closed my long position that I already took all the profits for there. I will expect some retest of lower levels, and from there, if I continue seeing bullishness, I will enter a new long position. And why in this dump I put about the bull trap? Where a bull trap definition is that it's a false signal referring to a decline trend in stock, index or other securities that reverses after a convincing rally and breaks a prior support level. The move traps traders or investors that acted on the buy signal and generates losses on resulting long positions. So you can see how a bull trap works. We have this level of resistance. We have some price action. We enter again, and here the bull trap happening this week when we break the resistance, and probably many traders will be entering long positions here. But actually the bull trap was here because this price action continued to the downside, and this was exactly a reverse pattern here. And this candle is a reverse candle pattern. Usually it's at the top of a reverse situation and it's called shooting star candlestick, which is the opposite of a hammer candlestick that we already covered in previous videos. So this shooting star candlestick, it could be something that could happen to us here at this exact level. So we need to wait still how this candle reacts, or even the next candle. But we need to be aware of some bull trap that could happen here. Why? Because we break this ascending triangle that I already mentioned. And even if we have a candle close already, this could be a fake out also, and we can go inside the triangle again and continue some momentum and price action inside the triangle. And this being a very, very important bull trap, and many people already are longing like crazy Bitcoin. So I'm still not confident until we recover the 200 moving average. And like you can see here in this example, the bull trap also could happen with these body candles. It's not only necessary wicks. You can see how this is resistance, resistance, resistance. But here we have a body that closes above. Many people will be entering long positions here, and from here we reverse the pattern. So that is another example. And also you can find this with some resistance line from the downside here, and this breaks the resistance area, but this week come back and continue lower. So yeah, the bull trap situation still is in the cards, and that is why I'm still waiting to break the 200 moving average in the daily candle. Let's go see the weekly. Here in the weekly you can see the white line that I have been mentioned. This is from February 2018, and here is clear how this acted as resistance, 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 resistance on the bear market, and also was resistance on this dump, and after was resistance after the Corona dump, and then support. So right now it's been support, so it's very important level. And in the weekly time frame you can see how we already have a bull trap. You can see this chart, we have some highs here, and here we have a bull trap, and that is exactly what happened here with the all-time high of November of Bitcoin. We have the previous highs here around $60,000, but here we create a new high. Everybody was longing here at 65, and this was a bull trap because we went directly to $30,000. So this is an example of a bull trap, and that is the same that could happen here. So I am very cautious right now to see if we are going to continue bullish or not. In terms of the moving average on the weekly candle, this is great news because we are above the 21 and the 50. Remember, to be bullish we need to be above the 21, like happened here when we come back, tested and support and went up. And during all the bull runs we are always touching the 21 as support to continue the trend. And if we are below that, then we probably are entering into bearish territory. So being above the 21 and the 50 is super great news, but this is super new because the week just started, so we need to see and continue being above these levels by the end of the week. That is why this is not completely bullish yet, it's slightly bullish, like you can see here. This is slightly bullish because it's not closed yet. In terms of the RSI, we are neutral, the same that the money flow index. In the stochastic and the MACD, we are bullish, and very important bullishness. You can see on this chart, the last time that we were like this, bullish in this term of the stochastic RSI, was here in July 2021. And there we went from $30,000 to $70,000. So if we see some pattern similar, and this is very, very bullish actually, you can see we are not overextended yet. We could see something similar. So this bullishness on the stochastic is very, very good to pay attention. And also is combined with the bullishness on the MACD. These two, when start to be bullish, is a very powerful signal on the weekly chart to buy, to enter long position. And you can see that we already crossed here just yesterday by 28th of March. It's already confirmed. We have the first histographic green here, and the cross is obviously here. So these two combined are very powerful. The RSI and money flow index are not coming together with these indicators, but these two, already using those two, you will be having very successful trades in the past. You can see when we cross it here, we were with the stochastic RSI bullish, and it's the same scenario that we have from $30,000 to $70,000. The previous time that happened, it was here when we were at $10,000. We created a cross here on the MACD, and we have a cross on the stochastic RSI on the weekly. And before that, it was here after the Corona dump. So the last 3 times that happened this, we were parabolic. So that is something that we can expect to happen. So summarizing the weekly, the MACD just crossed bullish. We are temporarily above the 50 and 21 weekly moving average. We need to see weekly candle close in these levels. The 21 crosses down the 50, and that could be very bearish. I didn't show you that. If I really zoom here, you can see the green one already crossed down the red one. That is the 21 moving average crossing down the 50. And usually when that happens, it's bad news. Let me go to the BLX chart to show you that. So we have that cross there. Previous time that we have the cross was here exactly at the Corona dump. The next week that we have the cross, we went down with the Corona. The previous time was here after this bull run of 2017. In 2018 we crossing down the 50 with the 21, and then we have this parabolic downtrend and bear market. So last time that this happened, it was not good news, and that is the only thing that I am a little worried on the weekly time frame right now. We need to get a cross above again quickly in order to avoid this situation. And finally, the very bullish stochastic RSI on the weekly. Last similar time we went from 31 to 70k, and the MACD and the stochastic RSI both are bullish, which not always happen. So this is a great combination of indicators to say that we are starting maybe a very important bull trend. But again, I want to wait for the signs and confirmations that I mentioned to be sure that we are avoiding a bull trap. Well guys, that is all for this video. Before we leave, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and please put your comments below. Put anything. I like it, your TA, I hate it, your TA, you are the worst Bitcoin trader. Anything that you want to put in the comments, just put it there. We can have some chat in the comment section. Remember to subscribe if this is your first time. I do amazing technical analysis video. I am very proud of that in all the crypto space, and I will always be honest and tell you my honest opinion. That is all for this video. I see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye.